Welcome to the Amy Learns to Cook kitchen. Now that Labor Day is over and fall is going to start setting in, it's time for soup, right? It is soup season. Today we have the chef robot out here and we're going to try this baby out on a soup. We're going to be doing a potato soup that is infused with bacon and caramelized onions. It's absolutely fantastic. So join me. Let's make potato soup with bacon and caramelized onions. So I'm starting to think that fall is on the way. We were driving the other day and all these leaves were coming down on the road and I was like, what is going on, right? We live in an area that is known for fall leaves, and as soon as those leaves start going, I start thinking fall, right? I start thinking soups, pumpkins, all that fun stuff. So we're going to kick off the fall season by making a delicious soup. We're going to be doing it in the chef robot. We took a look at this earlier. I'll leave a link up here and down there to my unboxing. This is actually a food processor with a cooker in it, and it's guided by a full recipe library that you can download in your app, send here, and it guides you all along the way to making your recipe. So today we got potatoes, we got bacon, we got onions. Let's get going with our potato soup. So the chef robot is all set up and we got our ingredients. So I have the app open here. And I actually saved this recipe as one of my recipes. So it gives you all you need, the ingredients, the preparations, but we're just going to go ahead and cook. That is going to pair it to the chef robot, and we're going to start cooking. So what it does is it gives you a preview of the recipe, but we're going to go ahead and cook. And we're adding bacon. So I made this before and I like my bacon a little crispier. I did make some changes to the recipe just based on my own preference, so I'll show you what that is. I like my bacon a little crispier, so I'm going to run it through 2 cycles so I get that crispiness. And so we're going to go ahead. And it's going to do 5 minutes. We're going to do 2 cycles. So let's start the first one. So what I'm going to do really quick, because I like crispier bacon, is, I'm going to go ahead and knock this down a little bit. That's one great thing about this thing. Even though you have all the guided recipes, you can still make changes as you want. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go back, forward, and play again. So we'll be back. Okay, we're going to get our bacon out here. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. Okay, yum yum boo. We're going to caramelize our onions and we're going to keep that bacon fat in there. So preserve your bacon strips and set them aside. Leave the bacon fat in there. So I'm going to put our onions in here. And I have like twice the onions because I like twice the onions. So we're going to put the lid on. And this is going to run through a little chop cycle for 5 seconds. We're going to take the lid off. That chopped our onions up very nicely. This is what is so sweet about this thing, because you got your chopping and your cooking. Lid back on. And this we're going to cook for 5 minutes. So we're going to be doing a quick scrape down. And this we're going to be doing a quick scrape down. So we're going to be doing a quick scrape down. And this we're going to cook for 5 minutes. So we're going to be doing a quick scrape down. And this we're going to cook for 5 minutes. So we're going to be doing a quick scrape down. And then we're going to be adding a tablespoon of sugar, and this is going to caramelize these onions. Add the cover. And it's going to cook for 9 minutes. Okay, our onions should be done. Woo. So we're going to go ahead and take them out of here and set them aside. Okay, so we've taken the caramelized onion out and set them aside. And we're going to add the butter. And we need 1.76 ounces. So we're going to put the lid on. And it's just going to melt the butter for 30 seconds. So we're going to add the potatoes. Put the lid on. And they're going to go for 8 minutes. Okay, so we're going to give it a little salt and pepper. Watch out, because it can be hot. Salt. Pepper. Using our spatula, we will mix them. Okay, so this is where the recipe and I differ, because I made the recipe and I don't think it uses enough water, and I basically got mashed potatoes. So it wants you to add 3.53 ounces of water. So it wants a bouillon cube, but since I put in a lot more water, I'm going to go ahead and put some better than bouillon. And I'm going to add like 10 ounces of almond milk. I'm going to put the lid on. So I might have to send this through 2 cycles of this. We'll see how it goes. So like I said, I probably will run this through a second cycle, because yeah, the potatoes aren't totally cooked. So I'm going to put the lid back on. And I'm going to go back, forward. And so I'm going to let it go for another cycle. Okay, so our next step, so we're going to add about half of the bacon in here. That's going to infuse it with an amazing bacon flavor. And then we're going to add half of the caramelized onion. Let me tell you, this comes out amazing. Put the cover back on. And we're going to do an initial blend. That thing is fast. Ah! We're going to scrape down the sides of the bowl. Woo! We're going to really quick scrape it down here. Oh, it looks amazing. And I'm going to put a little extra salt and a little extra pepper. go one more time. So, let me get some serving bowls because I think we have some potato soup. Okay, so I have my little fall bowls here. Figured I would dress it up for the new season, right? And we're gonna go ahead and ladle us some beautiful, this is like vichyssoise, potato soup. Oh my gosh. I snuck a little taste of it. I adjusted the seasoning. I put a little extra salt and pepper in there. So if you want it a little thicker, you can just add a little less water or broth. This is perfect. You could take out a couple pieces of potato and then add it back in if you want a little smooth and a little chunky. Obviously with the blending, it's going to blend it like this as a vichyssoise, but you can always take some potato out and do it like that. I'm going to put a little bit of onion as a topper. And of course, a little bit of bacon as a topper. Oh my gosh. This right here is amazing. We'll give that one to Eric. So, wow, this is amazing. So we have the potatoes, soup infused with the bacon because we put some back in there and it chopped it up. So you have a bacon and onion flavor, and then we have it topped with a little bacon. Wow, this is fantastic.
Hi, Miss Amy.
Eric is joining in.
You mind if I vermouth with this?
This is so good. Now this is comfort food. Wow. This recipe is a 10. Absolute 10. Wow. So I had to add a little bit more water. When I made it the first time, the recipe was really more like mashed potatoes, which was fabulous, by the way. So if you want mashed potatoes like bacon and onion infused mashed potatoes, go ahead and make it as is or add that extra liquid, however much you like. So thanks to Chef Robot, I'm having a lot of fun with this thing. If you want to take a look at the Chef Robot, I'll put links down in the description so you can check it out for yourself. These kind of new cooking food processors are making their way to the US. And they're definitely making a splash, especially with this soup. I hope you enjoy it.
Refill.
Okay, boo.
Thank you. Yum, yum, boo.
And that, my friends, is a yum, yum, boo. Yum, yum.